Evening peeps, welcome back to the channel. Just seen the We Are Driven intro. Still pushing Archie's journey. We're still pushing the Bradley Lowry Foundation. Get yourselves over to Facebook, click all those like buttons, get yourself involved, and then get yourself over to justgiving.com/campaign/Archie's journey and help out on there if you can as well. Thank you. Tonight then, back for round 4 of P1RCs BTCC. We're live tonight from Goodwood Circuit. 2 20-minute races followed by a 10-minute sprint qualifier for next week's grid positions. Success ballast for the top 3 in every race as well. Reverse grid for race 2 and 3. Right, so no scores to show you. It is on a nasty spreadsheet that I've got laid out in front of me. We will just get ourselves onto the racetrack, because I know they obviously, without qualifying, we're going to go straight into race. There we go. Deafening myself. Turn the usual nonsense on quickly. Yeah, so we are live from Goodwood tonight. JPH throwing himself off track. We've got drivers spinning out behind as well. So a change of lead in the championship after last week at Brands Hatch. So Champ now leading the championship. He's got himself 119 points, only 6 points ahead of Obi-Wan in second. JPH third, 76 points. Top 2 then pulling a bit of a gap. P1 Valium in fourth. He's got himself 68 points, got 61 points on board for Pilgrim in 5th. Rob in 6th has got himself 59 points. Manny in 7th has got 53 points. Dodgy in 8th has got 42 points. Raffo in 9th, 41 points. Snav H in 10th, he's got himself 34 points. P1 Don in 11th, he's got 20 points. Magenta Fez 12th, 19 points on board for Magenta. Ricky J in 13th, he's got himself 17 points. Oh sorry, that's 19 points on board for him, 20 points for Magenta. 19 points for Ricky J. 1805 has got 17 points. Doug's 13 points. And then sitting all the way at the bottom is Hammercat with just 9 points on the board. Oh, I should have left that up and had a look at team points. So they are all in different teams as well. We've got the Civic. It's Team Civic. We've got the Genesis, the Hyundai. I've got Team Yaris as well. A little Toyota. More of the got Team Ford Focus sitting in the pits currently, and Team BMW all racing tonight. So let me find team points. Team Yaris currently leading the championship with 200 and Team Focus leading the points with 239 points. Yaris in second with 223 points. Civic in third with 110 points. Genesis fourth with 83 points. And Team BMW in fifth with 74 points as we just get underway with race 1. So we'll be reminded of qualifying positions from last week. Champ on pole. Ricky J in second, Manny third, Raffo fourth, Snab H fifth, 1805 in sixth, Rob S in seventh, Pilgrim in eighth, got Dodgy in ninth, JPH in 10th, Valium in 11th. That's all she wrote so far. Wait for these lights to drop, then we'll get away with race 1 tonight. It's a good start by Team Genesis. Hyundai boys getting themselves up alongside Champ in first, squeezing themselves into first and second here by the looks of it, Ricky J and Manny. Is everyone going to get through turn 1 cleanly? It's a tricky circuit, Goodwood. There's a lot of runoff. Nowhere to make mistakes here. Piling then through Ford Water, peeling down towards St Mary's. Champ gets himself back into the front. Ford Focus slides through St Mary's into the second part, keeps it clean. Ricky J second, then 1805 up into third. Manny's dropped a couple of positions. Valium into fourth position. Manny down into fifth, then not managing to hold on to that second. Pilgrim in sixth, Rob S seventh, JPH in eighth, Snap H ninth, Raffo 10th, Dodgy a little way back in 11th, 2.9 seconds, possibly getting it all wrong through St Mary's. Champ then coming through Woodcote, finish lap 1 through the chicane. Oh, we've got Valium, he's into the wall. Where's he gone? Oh, we've got Manny as well, he's peeled himself into the wall as well. Losing positions, Dodgy's coming through, has to slam the brakes on, so scared to death he might slam into the back of Manny. All kicked off here, as I say, tricky circuit. Champ the race leader off in turn 1 through Magic. He goes wide onto the grass. Ricky J comes back through, takes that race lead. Champ second, teammate Pilgrim in third. So 20-minute race here. 1805 holding fourth, but for how much longer? JPH slots one up the inside for Team Civic. It's got Snav H looking up the inside through the second part of St Mary's. Team BMW versus Team Civic here. 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th. Team Civic just winning out. Raffo just managing to keep it on track side by side there between Snav H and 1805. Snav H 1805 losing a bit of speed. Snav H getting himself through then. Raffo right on the back of that fight, as is Valium after picking it up from the chicane. Can they get it through? Oh, Snap's gone wide, 1805's gone wide, Raffo's gone wide, Valium went off track, everyone through the chicane, Raffo's into the wall. Where's Raffo? Oh, Dodgy's into the wall as well, the chicane catching, oh, I think getting it wrong through Woodcote actually right at the end, even before the chicane. Shame. Champ then retaking race lead. He's putting the pressure on Ricky J here. Ricky J also under threat here from the second Team Focus driver. Pilgrim, oh, he gave too much space there, Ricky J. He's driven himself off track through. And there he goes, off track on the way out as well. Ricky J going for a bit of a wander. He's now under pressure from Team Civic. JPH getting through. Snav H just a little bit too far back. He's got 1805 to worry about still. So can Team Focus here pull a bit of a gap? Champ just a second up the road in first. There is Pilgrim in second. Oh, he gets it backwards though, sticks a wheel on the grass. He goes sideways into Levon. Almost standing still. Here comes JPH coming through just before, sorry, Woodcote, he's just gone through. JPH into second then. Team Civic moving up the field. Unable to bring his teammate with him quite yet. So Champ has now got a great big lead. 5.9 seconds. That's Ricky J that's driven himself off the track as well through Woodcote. Sorry, Madgewick. He's under threat. 1805 goes by. Snav H looks for a way past as they go through Ford Water down towards St Mary's. Holds on to 5th for now. Snav H looking to run around the outside. And done it, but he's driven himself off track. Just manages to keep 2 wheels on that circuit, but it's a bit scruffy on the way out. Ricky J looking to come back. Valium on the back end of this fight as well, looking to sneak a position off either of these two. Snav H picked himself up a penalty, that's going to cost him. Raffo back on the end of this fight as well, picked up a penalty. A few drivers driving themselves off track. Where's Manny in 9th? Sorry, 10th now. Rob S just coming through in the focus. Dodgy, unfortunately, 12.5 seconds down in 11th for Team Yaris. Naughty Champ, look, 7.8 seconds. Goes through turn 1. Great big lead over the next fight. JPH and Pilgrim back together, still battling it out. Through Ford Water then. Pilgrim closing up on JPH again. JPH just taking the inside line. Oh, a little bit sideways there for JPH. He's just managed to hold on to this position for now. Pilgrim gets the better drive on the way out of St Mary's down towards Levant then. Who's going to hold it? JPH got the inside line. Drives himself a little bit wide, but Pilgrim still nowhere to go. He's going to get a good slipstream down this long straight as well. There he goes then. Going for the move. The Focus versus the Civic. Looks like the Focus has got the power. Into 2nd place then again for Pilgrim. A long way off of first, although is that Champ just managed to throw himself off track in front. He's not that far in front now, is he? I'll go and check that time right now. He has thrown himself off track. Only 4 seconds the gap. It was sitting at 7. Race leader making a mistake or two then. Pilgrim in 2nd, JPH 3rd, Valium through into 4th position as Valium has managed to make a little bit of a break from that battle behind as well. So Snav H still under pressure from Team BMW, Raffo and 1805 harassing him as they go through Ford Water. He's going to lose a position to one of these boys, I'm sure of it. He's not going to be able to defend both sides of the circuit here, Snav. Ah, he's off track. He's got it all wrong through St Mary's. Team BMW. It's 1805, I think that's off track. Where did Raffo go? Snav H into 5th then. Rob S through into 6th. He was quite far back, managed to sneak his way through a few drivers. Manny into 7th, 1805 back on track in 8th. Raffo 9th. Maybe the BMWs having a little coming together, taking themselves out. Ricky J all the way down in 13th. Ricky J's been off track. He's slammed it into a wall somewhere. A little bit of damage on the front end of his car. Dodgy just 5.3 seconds down now in 11th. Field starting to stretch out. He's got drivers off track in front of him as well through Woodcote. That is 1805 just getting himself back up to speed. No damage on his car. Oh, he's got his wheels on the grass again. Can Dodgy get past 1805? Closing up, just 1.5 seconds back. Come and see how Dodgy gets on later on. What is that? Oh. 1805 drives himself off track through turn 1 as well. There goes Dodgy, through he goes. Race leader. So it's all kicked off here again. Champ 10.7 seconds over Pilgrim. So he's finding time somewhere on this circuit that everyone else is not. Is Champ. Oh, 1805's left the room. That's not good. So yeah, I don't know if that was a coming together between Snav H and the team BMW boys, or whether it was just the team BMW boys getting into it between themselves. Through St Mary's then, Champ Champ exploring all of those track limits. There's a great big infield on this circuit. Can take a long time to get back on if you chuck it off. So Pilgrim, JPH still pretty close together. What are they? Just 0.7 of a second between them. Valium in the background of that fight as well. He's only 1.8 seconds down. And closing actually, the little Yaris doing quite alright in this league. Rob S then through into 5th. He's managed to get himself past Snav H. Snav H has got himself a penalty. Thrown himself off track again somewhere. He's got Manny in 7th, just at 1.8 seconds back. There's Raffo for Team BMW, 3.8 seconds down in 8th. Ricky J back up into 9th, 8.5 seconds down. And Dodgy, yeah, lost a bit more time unfortunately. 11.0. Now with 18.05's departure, that just extends the gap between himself and Ricky J. Champ Champ, where are you finding this time? 16 seconds. It's got cheat mode on. Where's he gaining the time? Let's see what sort of speeds he hits down Levant. 20, 130. Just hits 140 then before he slams the brakes on. Let's go and see what sort of top end these boys are doing. Valium right on the back end of this fight now. Yeah, 140s for Pilgrim just as he slams the brakes on. There is the Yaris, a little bit of a penalty to lose. Oh, JPH sticking a wheel on the grass, gets a little bit of a untidy entrance into the chicane. Puts Valium off his stride on the way in. He has to take countermeasures to not slam into the back of JPH. Does so. Rob S slowly closing up as well. 2.2 seconds down for the third of the Focus drivers. I daren't even go and have a look at Champ Champ's time. It's going to be disgustingly far up the road. Snav H then 6, losing a bit of time to Rob S, coming under more pressure from Manny here, so he's had to drop a bit of a penalty. He's got the Hyundai driver closing up on him. Oh, he's got it wrong. He's got it wrong. Snav. Where's he gone? There. No, he won't even let me go to him. Go to Snav. There he is, just getting himself back on track. Damn you, PlayStation Pad. So spinning himself off. He's picked himself up a rear end damage as well. Manny going slow there. I'm not sure if there was maybe contact between the two. Ricky J 9th, 7.2 seconds back. Dodgy still losing a bit of time in that Yaris. It is nearly 20 seconds. He has managed to pick himself up a bit of a penalty as a Champ, but it's not going to cost him anything really. 6 minutes remaining of race 1. Disgusting amount of lead on board for P1 Champ. So with JPH chucking himself. Oh, Pilgrim under pressure from Valium. Sticks a wheel on the grass himself. So the Yaris driver comes through into 2nd position if he can get it through St Mary's cleanly. And does do. With 5.5 minutes left, there's no way he's going to close down 21 seconds into Champ Champ's time in front. Valium pulling time on Pilgrim, then JPH slowly closing back up on him. About 2 seconds between the second, third and fourth place driver. Rob S, 7.1 seconds down. Again, looks like he's going to struggle to get close to those 4 drivers up front. Drivers parked at the side of the track here. We'll catch up with those in a minute. Snav H, the 6th then. He's now got Raffo closing up on him. Is it Manny that's parked up at the side of the track? No. Someone is. Ricky J then 8th. He's got Manny closing up on him. So Manny had slowed down, I think, to let Raffo back through, or Snav H. Oh, he's driven himself off in the chicane. Into the wall as well. Oh, that's the pits, and Dodgy chucked himself in the pits. Apologies, my map's 90 degrees out to yours. So he's not parked at the side of the track, he's parked in the pits. 4 minutes remaining then. Champ still got a staggering amount of lead, 20 seconds over nearest rival Valium. Valium's already pulled 2.6 over those drivers behind. Pilgrim's lost that position to JPH as well. He's got a bit of catching up to do as well if he wants to try and get back on that podium. 1.4 seconds down at the minute. 3.5 minutes remaining of this race. Got more drivers running slowly here. Who's this? Let me... It's Dodgy back out on track. Did you get... you come in for some tyres, maybe, Dodgy? Blown them out before the end of the race. Tyre wear is only on ×1. Fuel depletion on the same ×1 as well. So it shouldn't be too bad. Champ then. Oh, he's lost a bit of time. He's driven himself off on the way out of Levant. Time's only dropped to 19.7 second lead over Valium, but little mistakes like that won't benefit him at all. Again, if you do that through St Mary's on the left-hand bend of St Mary's, that's you off track for a fair while. Just 2.5 minutes remaining. Then Champ led pretty much from start to finish. Got jumped on the grid by the 2 Hyundai drivers, but managed to get the lead back before the end of before the end of lap 1. And yeah, he's just managed to gain second after second on the way around here. Let's see, 19.3, 19.5 second lead over Valium in second. Also a long way out from that battle for third at the minute. JPH has closed that gap back up on Pilgrim. What was that? 1.5. It's now down to a second. Can JPH hold on to this third then? You're going to see another lap after this one. Pilgrim fourth then. There is Rob S just in the background. 3.6 seconds down from that battle for third. Snav H in 6th, again under no direct threat. He's got 4.5 seconds back to Raffo in the BMW in 7th. Another big gap, 15 seconds back to Ricky J in 8th. Manny another 13 seconds back. Dodgy a fair way back now. He's spent a lap or 2 in the pits, I think. Yeah, 2:58 he's got on the clock there. Champ then through the chicane, crossing the line. Final lap time then for Champ. He has made a little mistake, or he's slowed down or something. Valium has managed to get that gap down to 15.3 seconds. Again, it is only 1 lap and 1 minute 20, 1 minute 19 laps they are anyway. Raffo actually taking fastest lap of the race so far, 1:19.024. Pilgrim and JPH then. This is where the fight's going to be to the end. Got to be careful though if they get it wrong. We've seen 2 drivers take themselves out through St Mary's. If they get it wrong through here, Rob S could come through and go, thank you very much. Take 2 steps up and onto that final podium position. JPH cleanly through there though. Pilgrim all over the back of him as they head down towards Levant again, looking to run around the outside. Cuts back up the inside. JPH not leaving him any room at all. Ricky J already crossed the line then. Let's get ourselves on board with race leader. Through the chicane then for the final time in race 1 tonight. About 15 seconds. It's been bigger than that. 15-second lead. I don't know why he's slowing down. There is second place. Oh, Champ crossing the line then. There is Valium crossing the line in second. JPH going to come through to take that final podium position then. 3rd place for him. Pilgrim takes 4th. Rob S, 5th place for him. Snap is going to come and take 6th. I think Raffo's just gone backwards at Woodcote. Snav H through then. Ricky, sorry, it is Raffo just putting himself the right way round. Ricky J then takes 8th. Manny takes 9th. And Dodgy takes 10th. So watch Raffo come across the line, possibly backwards. Oh no. Into pit wall, almost full throttle. Great big pile of damage on as well. Why not? Mechanics won't be happy with that. They've got to get that car back on the road in the next few minutes. Yeah, unfortunately we've lost the driver from that one. Champ with the win then. Extending that lead. No Obi-Wan to put him under pressure tonight. Which is a bit of a shame. Has been leading the championship up until last week, did Obi-Wan. So top 3 from race 1 now have to carry over extra weight into race 2. Let's hope they all get it right this week. I think there was a controversial issues, controversy last week. Yeah, good battle between Valium, Pilgrim and JPH in that one. Nobody able to put any pressure on Champ though. Staggeringly quick around there. So we've got another 20-minute race coming up for you guys, and then we go into the 10-minute sprint qualifier, which sorts out positions for next week's race, which I forget every week. I did even say to myself, just watch the end of the video from last week, you'll know. I still didn't do it. Right, we've got a couple of minutes, so this is coming. Squeeze that in. Yeah, so top 3 carry over extra weight into race 2. Reverse grid as well. Is it reverse grid? Yeah, it's a reverse grid. So we go for another 20 minutes round here at Goodwood. See if anyone can put any pressure on Champ this race. Nobody so far. Like I say, got harassed by the Hyundai boys off the line. Oh, what are you doing there? They managed to get the race lead back before the end of lap 1. And then just carried on extending his lead. Away he went at one point, 21 seconds out front. As the Focus got something that the others haven't got. Rob S did well as well. I think he started quite far back on the grid. Ended up 5th. Team Focus in the pits alongside Team Hyundai. Got about 7 cars parked there actually. Who's out on track? Anybody? Yes, they are. Manny and Rob S. Is that JPH? Oh, it's Manny coming through. Let's get ourselves on board for a bit of a lap with Manny, shall we? So he's just crossed the start-finish line. Comes through Madgwick. Tricky little corner this one. Almost double apex. Very easy to run wide at this circuit. You can see a lot of grass. Great big runway off to your right. Through Ford Water, then carrying as much speed as possible down towards St Mary's. Through the right-hander. Again, just got to be careful on the brakes through there. Into the left. Again, even more tricky on the way out. Down towards Levant then. Nice and cleanly through there for Manny. Down the Levant straight. A little kink to the left. Down towards the final turn on this circuit, which is Woodcote. Again, we've seen 1 or 2 drivers get this one a little bit wrong as well. And then just the chicane to go. That is a lap of Goodwood Circuit there by Manny. There it is, 1:23.267 there for Manny. Settings just being sorted out then, and here we go straight into race 2 as we see Rob S backwards into the camera, scaring the small children like that, Rob. Reverse grid then. Dodgy going to lead us out, followed by Manny, then Ricky, then Raffo, Snav H, Rob S, Pilgrim, JPH, Valium, and then Champ. Wait for these lot to get underway then. No lights to look at. They're off now. Again, the Hyundai boys getting a good start. Raffo in the BMW also getting a good start. He's not able to get through that pair of Hyundais in front though. Dodgy through Madgwick, being harassed by Ricky J. J then looking to get through. Gets himself up alongside at what's that one called? Ford Water, of course it is. Oh, a little bit of contact on the way through there. Just everybody looking for lines. There's drivers backwards. Raffo's off. We've got Snav H and Manny was sideways through there. Snav H trying to cut across track. Oh, it's chaos on lap 1 here. Manny having to fire himself through the pack so as not to take any drivers out. Now running slow on the way out of Levant. He's going to get swamped down here, down the Levant straight. Rob S, JPH looking for a way past. Raffo back on track. Only 1.8 seconds down after that little bit of off-track action through St Mary's. See if he can gain that time back. Dodgy then still leading on lap 1. Ricky J still 3 wide through chicane. Valium coming off worse though, gets nudged wide. Pilgrim through into 3rd, Snav H 4th, Champ in 5th, Rob S in 6th, Valium 7th. Oh, Champ goes wide through Madgwick. He's now under pressure from Valium for that 6th position. Raffo through to 7th then, 8th. He's got himself past JPH and Manny. Positions changing left, right and centre here at Goodwood. Oh, Dodgy's just fired himself off into oblivion. Ricky J then takes race lead for the time being. Pilgrim 2nd. Snav H into 3rd. Only just Champ closing up on him along with Rob S. Again, team focus. Top 3 cars in the top 6 here. Top 5, apologies. Swamping the Civic here. Champ through to 3rd then. Oh, a little bit of sideways contact there. Oh, it's all kicking off. Ricky J's just gone sideways into the chicane. He's managed to collide with a few drivers as he just done ghosts coming through there. Whilst positions chopping and changing all over the place. A lot of drivers going to have damage here. Let me run through the order quickly because I've no idea where anyone is now. So, Pilgrim manages to get through that cleanly, holds 1st place. Champ through into 2nd cleanly as well. Snav H 3rd. Raffo in 4th for Team BMW. Valium in 5th. Manny 6th. Damage probably repaired itself by now. Rob S in 7th. JPH in 8th. Dodgy 9th. Ricky J after that contact with the chicane down in 10th. 2.6 seconds down from Dodgy. Maybe a slight mistake on the way through Woodcote just as he runs into the chicane, but possibly just the chicane itself catching him out. Closing up on Dodgy though. So here are Team Ford then, 1st and 2nd. Deafening me they are. Oh, Pilgrim's driven himself off track. Champ's going to come through. He's not going to give up that opportunity. He's going to take that, no problem. Thank you very much. Back into 1st then for Champ. Pilgrim 2nd now. Raffo 3rd in the BMW. Valium and Snav H battling out for 4th. Looks like Valium's got the pace on the Civic here. He's just held the inside line there as Snav, but unfortunately Valium's just able to keep the power down running through there. Takes that 4th position. Snav H in 5th then. Manny just 1.2 seconds down in 6th. JPH looking for a way through in 7th. Working together a little bit down the straight towards Ford Water. Trying to close that gap up on Snav H in front. Rob S in 8th then. Lost a couple of positions. Oh, JPH. Thrashing at the wheel. This has just brought Rob S right onto the back bumper of these two. JPH and Manny side by side as they head down Levant into Woodcote. Looks like JPH is going to hold this one. Oh, Manny trying to cut that angle off. It's not worked though. So JPH does get himself through into 6th. Manny 7th. Rob S now going to look for a way through. Hyundai sticking right with the Civic here. Going to see a move into Madgwick. No. Exploring those track limits there for JPH. Manages to gain some time though. He's driven himself a little bit wide on the way out. It's not slowed him down that much. Here comes Rob S then, also looking for that position off of Manny, down into St Mary's. Backs off on the way through there. No mistakes from any of them, so it's as you were. JPH, Manny, and then Rob 6th, 7th, and 8th. Champ starting to stretch that disgusting lead out again. Look, 5 seconds already over 2nd placed Valium. Pilgrim's made a mistake then. He's thrown himself back a couple of positions. Now down in 4th position. Valium up into 2nd. Raffo 3rd. Here is Valium in that 4th. Snav H 5th for Team Civic. JPH sideways through Woodcote for 7th. 6th. Rob S has got himself past Manny as well. Oh, Manny's driven wide on the exit of the chicane. Still keeps himself in touch with these two drivers in front. Rob S now piling the pressure on the Civic. JPH trying to hug all those inside lines, yet keep the power down. And here comes the power of that Focus. JPH again looking for the inside line as they run down towards St Mary's. Nowhere to go for Rob S then. Manny still tucked onto the back end of this fight. JPH goes a little bit drifty through there. Side by side again here with Rob S. To Levant. Whereas Manny still tucked right on the back end. Good battle kicking off as well in front. Snav H and who's that? He's battling that with Pilgrim for 4th. JPH now had to relinquish the inside line to Rob S here. The Focus are going to go through to take this. Oh, it's not JPH, sorry, it's Snav. What is JPH? Oh yeah. Snav in front. Oh, a little bit wide through the chicane. Here comes JPH closing up again then, down towards turn 1. Thinks about it, does. Oh, gets a nose up the inside. Both drivers drive themselves off. Manny goes through. Thank you very much. I'll have that. JPH and Rob S then having a little bit of a tangle. Down into 7th and 8th. No hard feelings between the two of them by the looks of it. Just straight back on with the racing. Champ then 6.5 seconds out front. Raffo 2nd. Valium's thrown himself off track. Pilgrim back up into 3rd. Valium now 4th. Snav H in 5th. He's got Manny pretty close to the back of him at the minute in 6th. JPH in 7th. Rob S in 8th. Dodgy in 9th. And there's Ricky J 10th. 2.6 seconds down. Starts lap 8 then does Champ. Currently holding fastest lap as well, and 1:19.239 for Champ. Under no threat from anybody though. He's got plenty of clear space behind him, as he did in race 1. Raffo also got a fair chunk of free space, 3.6 seconds over Valium in 3rd. He's managed to pull a bit of a time. That is Pilgrim. Pilgrim's got it wrong again through Madgwick, I think. He's lost another position. Snav H then goes through to take 4th. Pilgrim 5th, but for how much longer? Manny's all over the back of him, currently sitting in 6th. JPH and Rob S. Sills 7th and 8th. Nothing in it between these two. Rob S then going for the move again up the inside. He's carrying the speed past JPH. Takes that position off of JPH, but JPH sticking right with him into this chicane then. Hard on the brakes for both drivers. Keep it clean on the way out. Now on the hunt for Manny in front in 6th, 3.9 seconds up the road, 8.5 minutes remaining of race 2. Yeah, JPH carries the speed through the second part of Madgwick, that's for sure. It catches up a lot of drivers through there. All over the back end of Rob S again. Who was that just going backwards? We're going to find out in a second. Oh, Snav H has got it wrong. Snav H has got it wrong. He's put Rob S in a spin. Rob S trying to run around the outside of him through the through the second part of St Mary's. It just pushed him wide enough to stick a wheel on the grass. He drops himself all the way, well, I'll say all the way, back down to 8th position, but 9.1 seconds down off of Snav H now in 7th. Just got himself past JPH as well. Champ Raffo's now binned it. Valium's got himself through. Where's Raffo gone? Oh, he's got wheel damage. Yeah, looks like he's clattered into the chicane. He's all over the back end of Valium again, but now the gap between Champ and Valium, 13 seconds. Raffo's car will repair itself. It has already done that, so he's back up to full race pace. Can he get this position back off of Valium? Looking quite confident here in the BMW tonight is Raffo. A little bit wide for Valium, slowed him down. He's had to let his foot off the gas through there. Valium's able to carry the speed. I think you're too far back to try and use the bump draft to try and close up on Champ here. Thought about looking up the inside. Valium out-braked him through the first part of Woodcote. Ooh, a little bit twitchy there for Valium. Wheel on the grass, keeps it clean into the chicane. A little bit sideways on the way for Raffo. Oh, Raff keeps it straight as well. Loses a bit of time between himself and Valium now. Still just a second. Closes that gap up again through Madgwick. Valium needs to stop looking in his rearview mirror. He's dipping wheels on the grass here. He shouldn't be doing it. Here comes Raffo again then through Ford Water down towards St Mary's. Closing back up on that little Toyota Yaris. Slightly heavier through the corners, but it's got the power on the straights. Oh, not that. What are you doing? Closing up again then, Raffo. Close between these two. Again, Valium drives himself off track a little bit. That won't benefit Raffo through there though, unfortunately. Oh, driven himself off track though. Oh, no damage, but slipped a gear as well. Raffo is going to be swearing, spitting, all sorts of other stuff. Potatoes are going to get kicked. All sorts of things. This is all just playing into Champ's hands now. 10 seconds up front, only 4.5 minutes remaining of race 2. There is Valium in the clear now then. 2 seconds over Raffo with that little bit of sideways action. Oh, he's picked himself up a penalty as well. He's driving angry now. Raffo, he's got to be careful. Pilgrim then holding on to that 4th. Manny all over the back of him for 5th. JPH only 1.7 seconds down as well in the Civic. Snav not that far back either, 1.6 in the 2nd of the Civics. Rob S in 8th. Unfortunately, getting tangled up with these boys and ending up off track. 5.2 seconds down in 8th. Dodgy in 9th. 41 seconds down, unfortunately. Ricky J another 16.8 seconds down in 10th. Just jump on board with Champ, but he's just set a new fastest lap of 1:19.137. Previous was a 2:37 or something there or thereabouts. So another couple of tenths off the Champ. He's finding the time still. 12.3, 12.5 seconds over second place Valium. Again, just pulling a little bit more time from Raffo, 4.2 seconds the gap. Raffo's still got that penalty to lose, no direct threat behind, still almost 10 seconds between himself and 4th place JPH. He's still got Manny filling his rearview mirrors as well, so he's just got to be careful of that. Just taking his concentration off slightly of that chase in front with Manny so close. Snav in 6th then. Rob S up into 7th, 2 seconds down from Snav. Pilgrim's got it wrong again somewhere. He's all the way down into 8th position now. 12 seconds down from Rob. 2 minutes remaining. That's an impossibility. Oh, well, unless he takes a shortcut. That's it. He's got him full beans. He's not bothered. Shortcuts. Don't even bother with chicane, drive through it. Unable to do that then. Dodgy in 9th. Pilgrim's thrown himself in the pits. Ricky J, just catch him getting it all wrong again through St Mary's. Gets himself back on track just before Levant. Possibly staying out of the way of Valium, just coming through there in 2nd. Spending a little bit more time off track than he'd wanted maybe. Race leader Champ almost getting it wrong. So he now comes through to start that final lap. Valium getting it wrong through Woodcote on the way in. Oh, he's got it wrong on the way out of the chicane as well. There is Raffo, just 1.6 seconds behind Valium. A couple of little mistakes like that by Valium could cost him that 2nd position. Raffo just going through the ghosting Ricky J, back marker. He's got to lose that penalty though, Raffo. Any kind of penalty and it just gives you a full 2nd. Just bringing the time down, back in the slipstream. Only a couple of corners left though. I've got to get myself on board with Champ. Again through Levant, just sticking a wheel on the grass. There is Valium, just 11 seconds back. Just going through Levant himself. Oh, sorry, that's Champ just overtaking one of the back markers. There it goes then. Ticks over to that final lap. Red marker in the top left. Champ through Woodcote for the finals time. Just a chicane to go for him. There it is, 2 wins in 2 races for Champ. Did this last time as well. Not too sure what that's all about. Valium then, he's going to come through sideways to take second. Just... Oh, Raffo! No, Raff! He's going to take third, but oh... Gets it backwards out of the chicane. Holds on to that third position right at the end. Pilgrim... A couple of the other drivers already finished. JPH still under threat here from Manny. It's going to be JPH that takes his fourth though. Good battle right up to the line. JPH 4th, Manny 5th, Rob S takes 6th, Snab H 7th, Pilgrim 8th, Dodgy 9th, and Ricky J 10th. So that was race 2. And now we go to qualifying for next week. A little 10-minute sprint race for you lot. That's always a little bit fighty as well. Obviously, only 10 minutes. Try and get those times in, and it is a race as such. You know, it's not just go out when you feel like it. It is an actual 10-minute race. Yeah, I think top 3 carry over that extra weight again. So. Again, just makes it a little bit more tricky for those guys who are taking the wins by a fair margin as well for Champ Champ. I think we need his car drug testing. Someone suggested that in the minis the other week. I think that's a good call. At least test the fuel. It's got to have some nitrous in it or something. Valium just saying almost to Raffo, almost. Yeah, those two had a good old battle. Everybody wants Champ Champ set up. Is it Bop On? Is it Bop On? What is it? What you got on, boys? What you got on? Banners up before off. Okay. So tune. Do you mean streaming is disconnected? Don't give me stuff like that. Don't throw me messages up like that, Streamlabs. Damn you. It still says I'm streaming. Are we back? Are we still live? Focus feels better with the weight on from Champ Champ himself. Well, you've been showing that, my friend. Disgusting amount of lead in race 1. How dare you? Although you did park up at the end to not make it quite so disgusting. I'll give you that. So drivers getting themselves on track. I'll throw myself on as well so I don't miss the start of the race. Race time just flicking over to 10 minutes now then. Just got to set the grid up and we'll get on the way with this little 10-minute sprint. go. Handbrakes are yanked on as we come to start this final little sprint race for you lot. Reverse grid again for race 2. Ricky J going to lead us away, followed by Dodgy, followed by Pilgrim, Snav H, Rob S, Manny, JPH, Raffo, Valium and Champ Champ. Can Ricky J get a good start? The Hyundais look pretty good off the line, BMWs as well. Lost one of the BMWs already tonight. There it is, Ricky J getting away well, Dodgy also getting away well. Snav getting a good start, Pilgrim getting swamped. It's only Champ Champ that's going to be left behind him. It is Pilgrim getting hammered there off the line. He's coming back through the field though, pushes his way past JPH. Oh, Valium 3 wide as they go through Ford Water. Ricky J then a 0.3 of a second lead over Snav H and Dodgy. Oh, it's all kicking off behind. Snav H has had to hit the grass. He's managed to hold on to that one. Somebody else has driven off track there. It's Raffo in the BMW. He's gone plane spotting somewhere. It's going to chuck him almost at the back of the pack. Oh, it's Valium that's also got it wrong somewhere. He's now all the way down in 10th. It was getting a bit bumpy and bargy at that mid-pack section. Snav H then just goes through to take race lead off of Ricky J. Still pretty tightly packed here. Oh, a bit of contact there between Snav H and Ricky J. Ricky J ends up knocking Snav H off the circuit. Oh, he's off himself through the chicane. Dodgy goes through then to take race lead. Manny takes second. Snav H goes through to take third. Pilgrim fourth. Oh, no. JPH goes through to take fourth. Snav H, where are you going? JPH into third, then he's been harassed by a pair of Ford Focuses at the minute. Champ into fourth. Pilgrim fifth. Raffo in the BMW back into 6th after getting himself back on the circuit. Snav H 7th, he's also just driven himself off track. Ricky J getting tangled up as well. Rob S must have had a bit of an off track moment, as did Valium. Pack already spread out here then. Pilgrim losing positions. Oh, Valium, contact between himself and Pilgrim. Pilgrim driving slow into Levant. He's been nudged off track through there as well. So, Dodgy, race leader, 2.2 seconds over Champ Champ. Again, we've seen the last 2 races. Champ Champ's just stomped it really with that Focus. He's already got that gap down to 1.5. We've got drivers off in the background again. Manny and Raffo having a little bit of a bump and a barge by the looks of things. JPH back through into Snav H back into third. It was JPH. Everyone going off track here then. Oh, Ricky J and Rob S almost side by side through Madgwick. Manny looking for a way through there as well in that Hyundai. It's going to be a tough old race, this one. Raffo in 9th, who's all the way down at the back now. Sideways through there for Snav. Pilgrim down in 10th after that off-track action. He's going to be driving the hell out of that Focus now. 4.8 seconds down. Dodgy then, here he goes. He's under threat from race leader. Oh, sorry, championship leader. The inside then. Not able to carry the speed after dropping out of the slipstream of the Yaris. Heading down towards the chicane then. Oh, we're going to see Champ Champ make a lunge into Madgwick. Closes up again. Trying to get the pair of them away from the attacking Snav H, JPH behind. Again, it's only a 10-minute little sprint. Almost halfway through that already. Champ again, using the bump draft technique on Dodgy to try and just pull a little bit of time from Snav H and JPH behind. Fortunately, I don't know whether Dodgy has just pulled himself over. That's going to give Champ plenty of room. They've got the Civics trying to sneak through here as well. Still Dodgy just holding on to it. I don't think he's going to do this now. He's getting hammered here. There is Dodgy. He's fourth. He's back into third. Oh, it's going to be chaos into this final turn. Who's going to win out here? Oh, Snav H goes a little bit wide. JPH goes wide as well. A couple of drivers. Oh, Dodgy. No, is that Dodgy? That's Valium. No, it's not. It is Dodgy. Where's he gone? There he is. Yeah, got it wrong through Woodcote. Just ploughed him into the wall. Bit of front end damage on board for Dodgy then. So Champ back up into first. Now under pressure from JPH for that position though. Get ourselves on board with the chasing JPH. 4 minutes remaining of this race. Into St Mary's then. Oh, almost losing it there for JPH. Champ almost looked like he ragged the handbrake going through the second part of St Mary's. Pulls a little bit more time over JPH. Valium just 1.2 seconds in the background. Snav H right behind him as well. Looking like a 3 for 3 for Champ tonight then. Oh, I say that as he drives himself off track at Woodcote. Oh, JPH thought about sneaking one through in the chicane, but it could have cost them both. So Champ retains the lead at the minute. 3 minutes remaining. Let's go and see what's happening further back. So Valium just 0.7 of a second down then. Holding third position. Not that far back from JPH as you can see. Snav H and Raffo battling it out for fourth. Raffo gets himself through. Snav H in fifth then. Into St Mary's they both go. Come out there unscathed as well. Rob S then holding sixth position, only just over a second back from that battle for fourth. Pilgrim seventh, 4.8 seconds down. We've got Ricky J in eighth, another 2.4 seconds down. Manny in ninth, right behind him. And Dodgy, unfortunately, after that chicane moment, now 28 seconds down. 26 seconds down, apologies. There goes race leader Champ 1.7 seconds over JPH. Raffo closing up on him. Valium's gone wide. Snav H goes through. Rob S goes through. Raffo then stuck himself on a final podium position. It's not done yet though. JPH is only half a second in front. As I say, Raffo's looked pretty strong here tonight. All over the back end of that second place driver. Picking himself up a penalty. He's driven himself a little bit too far off track. Just got 0.1 of a second to lose. Again, closes up on JPH down Levant. Kicks the VTEC though. Holds onto that inside line, goes a little bit defensive. Raffo not able to get past him into Woodcote. Again, they are going to see another lap, these boys. It's on here again then for Raffo to have another go at him. Just 20 seconds left on the race timer. Alright, we'll come back and see what's happening. Snav then, 2.6 seconds down. Rob in 5th now, apologies. With Valium's off-track action. Manny 7th. He's got himself past Ricky J. Pilgrim's just crossed the line. He takes 9th then. Dodgy are going to come through to take 10th. Again, our first half of the race was pretty decent for Dodgy. Just got absolutely swamped halfway through at the final turn at Woodcote. Nice healthy lead again for Champ. Again, only a 10-minute little sprint race this one. 5.5 seconds over JPH. Oh, possibly over Raffo. Oh, great move by Raffo. Goes for the switch back up the inside. Takes that second place off of JPH. Great move by Raffo then right at the end. Champ taking that first position. Then Raffo takes second. JPH third. Snav H going to come home for 4th position. Rob S right behind him for 5th. Manny going to take 6th. Valium's got it wrong again. Into the chicane. Yeah, gearbox damage and engine damage and all sorts of damage on board for Valium. Ricky J then going to come home to take 8th position, and we've seen Pilgrim and Dodgy already cross the line. So Champ back on pole next week. Raffo's second. He'll be happy with that result, I'm sure. Good battle. It was a great move at the end there for Raffo. Got to give him that. Let JPH defend and then just sort of swept it up the inside on the way out. Thank you very much. Just carried the speed through, and that was you. So that's about it. We've got 2 more weeks left of this before the Christmas break, and then I'm not sure if it's a week or 2 more weeks after Christmas, after New Year, when the New Year rolls around. Again, we've got all the new leagues starting in the new year. First week as well for the GR3 League. First week for the minis. I'm not too sure when GTTCC kicks off. That might be the start of the year as well. I'll keep you guys updated. But yeah, just 2 more weeks left of this before Christmas. And then we jump back into this in the new year as well. For 1 or 2 more races. I'm not too sure. But that's pretty much going to be it from me. Make sure you come back next week, same time, same place, 9 o'clock for round 5 of this. I forget where we are next week. So yeah, that's pretty much going to be it from me. Nothing else to tell you lot. I've only got the P1 League running at the minute, like I say, till the new year. So if you want to help my channel out, you can do it a couple of ways. You can donate if you want to www.buymeacoffee.com/darksmoker. I'd much rather you send me an email though, and I'll send you some stickers for the same amount. Or you can get yourself some t-shirts. I've got stickers and t-shirts available, peeps. Bish bash bosh. Want any of that? Hit me up at darksmoker@googlemail.com and I'll hook you up. Other than that, I hope you like what you watched. If you have, give it a like, comment, subscribe. Tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's Dark Smoker. I'm out of here.